Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Townsend, and today I'm going to be talking about 5 things that can improve Breath of the Wild 2. Now, for the sake of not repeating every Zelda YouTuber on the planet, dungeons and better story won't be included on this list, but with that out of the way, let's just jump into it. Now, Breath of the Wild does have a pretty decent amount of enemies already, but a lot of them lack a certain sense of strategy when you fight them. I'm not saying that every enemy has to be as challenging as a Molduga or a Lionel, but giving us more challenging opponents and more complex engagements would certainly create new interesting ways to combat the forces of Ganondorf. We need more fights that require you to prepare and to think about how you're going to attack. Basically what I'm saying is bring back Iron Knuckles, Nintendo. With Zelda looking to be our new companion for the sequel, there's a multitude of different ways she could work as a playable character. While the obvious choice would be to let you outright play as Zelda, character swapping would essentially kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Giving the player the option to change between Link and Zelda on the fly and creating new interesting gameplay dynamics that the series hasn't experimented with really since Four Swords Adventures would really open the game up to all kinds of new possibilities. Final Fantasy is a great example of how this could potentially work. I don't think it's too far-fetched to say that the Tarrytown quest is one of the most enjoyable and loved side quests in Breath of the Wild. With Hyrule in the state of decay that it's in, creating a long quest system to rebuild Hyrule would not only give the player something meaningful to progress towards, but would also create many different possibilities for new shops, quests, characters, areas to explore, new items to obtain, mini-games, and would also make the world a bit more lively, which leads me to The Witcher 3 is one of my favorite games of all time, and a large part of that is just because of how much there is to do and explore in it. Every time you turn around, there's something new for you to check out, or a monster's nest to destroy, or a contract for you to accept. The game at times felt like it had too much, and you'd find yourself playing Gwent for hours instead of progressing the story, and that's exactly what Breath of the Wild 2 needs. There's long stretches of areas that really feel desolate and empty. And I get that it's a post-apocalyptic Hyrule, but you know, it has been 100 years, so maybe a little bit more wildlife and enemies roaming around wouldn't be a bad thing. Hyrule is a giant place, and there's plenty of opportunity to create points of interest and hidden secrets besides Korok seeds and shrines. I know this is also another popular request from the Zelda community, but it still bears saying that Breath of the Wild 2 needs some really meaningful side quests. Fetch quests are okay in moderation, but when that makes up most of the side quests available, it really leaves you wanting more. Using The Witcher 3 as an example again, there's many side quests in that game that create an interesting story that adds to the world and gives better understandings of what the characters are going through. Side quest outcomes have consequences on the world, and your decisions directly reflect that. Having these kinds of consequence-bearing quests can change the whole experience from player to player and warrant multiple playthroughs and flesh out the characters, giving them some much-needed story and lore elements. Hey guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down below what are some things that you would like to see Breath of the Wild 2 improve upon besides the dungeon and story. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and on Instagram for all the latest stuff on me. Subscribe if you like content like this and would like to see more content from me. Like this video only if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and I will see all of you beautiful motherfuckers again in the next one. See you later.